Chronicles of the Crystal Cavern. Far away from any known landmarks, hidden in the folds of towering mountains, was a cavern. This wasn't just any cavern, though. It shimmered and sparkled, its walls lined with countless crystals, each telling a story of a time long forgotten. Liam, a young adventurer with a heart full of courage and a bag full of essentials, had heard tales of this mysterious cavern. It was said that the crystals contained memories from the past, and those who touched them could see glimpses of ancient events. With a spirit that always sought the unknown, Liam decided to embark on a journey to find the Crystal Cavern. His path was not easy. He trekked through dense forests, crossed rushing rivers, and faced many challenges. But with each obstacle he overcame, his determination only grew stronger. He remembered the stories his grandfather had told him about the cavern, and he hoped to experience its magic for himself. One cool evening, after scaling a particularly challenging cliff, Liam finally stumbled upon the entrance of the cavern. Taking a deep breath, he stepped inside, his torch casting dancing shadows on the crystalline walls. As he ventured deeper into the cavern, the crystals began to glow with a soft light. Drawn to a particularly large and luminescent crystal, Liam reached out and touched it. In an instant, he was engulfed in a whirlwind of images and emotions. He saw a great battle, warriors with shining armors, and a kingdom that once thrived in peace. The memories were so vivid that he could almost hear the clanging of swords and the shouts of the warriors. Shaken by the intensity of the vision, Liam pulled his hand away. He realized that these crystals were not just ordinary stones. They were repositories of history, holding the essence of moments long past. Excitedly, he moved from one crystal to another, touching each one and experiencing a new story. He saw celebrations, heartbreaks, triumphs, and sorrows. The cavern was like a library, and each crystal was a book filled with tales of old. After what felt like hours, Liam found himself in the heart of the cavern. Here, the crystals were even bigger and brighter. In the center stood a majestic crystal, larger and more luminous than the rest. Drawn to it, Liam approached and hesitated for a moment before placing his hand upon it. The vision he saw was unexpected. It was not of the past, but of the future. He saw himself, older, wiser, sharing the stories of the Crystal Cavern with eager listeners. He realized that his journey was not just about discovering the past but also about carrying these stories forward. With a sense of purpose, Liam left the cavern. He knew that he had a responsibility now. The chronicles of the Crystal Cavern had to be shared, and he was the chosen storyteller. And so, the tales of the past became the stories of the present, all thanks to a young adventurer and a cavern full of crystalline memories. The Sapphire Songbird. Amidst a dense forest, where trees stood tall and leaves whispered secrets to each other, there existed a legend. It spoke of a bird, unlike any other, with feathers as blue as the deepest oceans and a song that could mesmerize any who heard it. This bird was known as the Sapphire Songbird. Ella, a young girl with a passion for melodies and a curiosity that knew no bounds, had often heard tales of this enchanting creature from her grandmother. As she listened, her heart would fill with wonder, and her mind would wander to distant forests, imagining the beautiful notes of the songbird. One day, while playing her flute near a brook, Ella noticed a feather floating on the water. It was a brilliant shade of blue, shimmering under the sunlight. Could it be? She picked it up and felt a sudden urge, a pull towards the heart of the forest. Entrusting her instincts, she followed the gentle tug. The deeper she went, the more enchanted the surroundings became. Flowers bloomed brighter, and the air was filled with a sweet fragrance. Soon, Ella found herself in a clearing where a silvery stream flowed. Perched on a rock by the stream was the sapphire songbird, its blue feathers glistening, and its eyes fixed on Ella. The bird began to sing. The melody was soul-stirring, weaving a tapestry of emotions, hope, love, sorrow, and joy. Ella, captivated, began to play her flute, harmonizing with the songbird. The combination of the flute and the bird's song created a symphony that echoed through the forest, making every creature stop and listen. As the last note faded, the songbird flew to Ella and rested on her shoulder. There was a connection, a bond formed through the language of music. Ella realized that the sapphire songbird was not just a creature of legend but a guardian of the forest, and its song was a reflection of the forest's soul. Ella visited the clearing often, playing her flute, with the songbird adding its enchanting notes. The duo's music became a beacon, drawing people from distant lands. They came not just to witness the marvel of the sapphire songbird but also to experience the magic that music could create. Years passed, and as tales often go, the story of the girl and the bird became a legend in its own right. However, the true magic was not just in the bird or its song but in the union of two souls, a girl with a flute and a bird with sapphire feathers, who found each other through the universal language of music. Treading the Titan's Trail. High in the mountains, where the air grew thin and clouds brushed against the peaks, there was a trail. Not just any trail, but one that was said to have been created by the footsteps of a titan. Legends whispered about this colossal being who had once wandered the earth, leaving behind a path that many adventurers dreamt of traversing. Alex, with a spirit as fiery as his bright red hair, was one such dreamer. He had grown up hearing tales of the Titan's Trail, of the challenges it presented, and the treasures it concealed. It was said that those who managed to walk the entire path would gain wisdom beyond their years. One crisp morning, with determination in his eyes, Alex decided it was time to embark on the journey of a lifetime. Equipped with a sturdy backpack and the blessings of his elders, he began his ascent. The trail was unlike any other. Each step seemed to tell a story. Sometimes, Alex felt as if he was treading on clouds, and at other times, he could feel the pulse of the earth beneath his feet. The higher he climbed, the more surreal the world appeared. Trees with silver leaves, flowers that glowed in the dark, and shimmering springs became his companions. As days turned into nights and nights into days, Alex faced challenges. There were puzzles carved into stones, riddles whispered by the wind, and illusions that tried to lead him astray. But with every trial he overcame, he felt a growing connection with the Titan, as if the ancient being was guiding him, teaching him. One evening, as the sun painted the sky in hues of orange and pink, Alex reached a vast plateau. At its center stood a stone monument with an inscription: "To tread the trail is not to seek the end, but to embrace the journey." It dawned on Alex that the Titan's trail was not just a physical journey but a reflection of life itself, with its ups and downs, joys and sorrows. The true treasure was not a materialistic reward but the experiences gained and lessons learned. With a heart full of gratitude, Alex decided to make the plateau his resting place for the night. As he gazed at the stars, a feeling of contentment enveloped him. He realized that he didn't need to complete the trail to gain its wisdom. He had already found it. In the days that followed, Alex returned to his homeland. He shared tales of his journey, the challenges he faced, and the insights he gained. And while the allure of the Titan's trail continued to beckon many, Alex's story became a reminder that sometimes, the journey itself is the destination.